Hello traders, this is Mike Hamilton for Trade the Easy Way, and just a recap on my Euro short. You're looking at this is a daily chart in the middle, and so I got short at around about the 166 level here, and now I've got short at this 104 level, which is where we're at right now after the FOMC minutes. So just basically looking for a wave pattern. Here's the Brexit wave, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we've had an A, B, C wave correction. I'm just looking for this to capitulate up against this resistance for a C wave, D wave, down to potentially the 108 area, and we'll see if that happens. I have to say that, we've had a bullish day, we've closed higher for the day, but just looking for this to roll over. My stop is above 125, at the 128 level for both of those trades now, for both entries, and we'll see if that can work out. Of course we are closing higher, so I need to make sure I'm managing my risk. So the first trade is break even plus 40. Worst case scenario, I come out of this probably about break even now, given that I've got a 25 plus pip stop on the second lot. Alright, quick look at how the Dow's behaved. I'm just looking for this to return to Monday's highs as we get towards non-farm payroll. So if we can get into Monday was around just under around the 18,000 mark. If we get in there and get a sell signal, I will get a swing trade short. Otherwise, not much to report. The Aussie US is right up against the trend line here, so that's had a nice bounce. You can see this trend line here on the 3 hour. So I'm watching that for, we've got I think we can come higher. I would like to see that get up to 76, so we test the daily resistance up there. That's it. Let's just look at the pound yen, because this has retraced some. So we had a low of 128.50 area roughly, and we're just at 131. We are due a bounce here, and that was an incredible drag to the downside on this pound yen. So let's see if we can get up to 133.20. So 133.10, at which point we'll need to see what can happen with that market. Alright, that's it. See you later. Hello traders, Mike Hamilton from Trade the Easy Way here, ready to give you an update just ahead of non-farm payroll. And you can see it's been a short week for the US with Independence Day, but so far we've had a pretty shallow week, and a lot of the charts are like this. This is the Dow on the weekly, this is the Euro on the weekly. So the Euro range is 130 to literally 120 pips, so it's very, very tight as we come into non-farm payroll. So we sold off on Tuesday. We've been pretty much bouncing off of the lows on Tuesday and then just nestling in there. It's a downtrend, it's a clear downtrend, it's a bear flag. You see all these moving averages are above us, this trend line's above us. So my strategy for this week has been to just short any highs, and I've got swing short at about 164, and I'm swing short at 100. So just looking to see if we can now capitulate and at least get down to 109, potentially 108. 108 is a key level. So 109.40 is a main pivot from last week, and there's 107.75 being a key pivot level. So looking to see if we can come into 108. That's my target. Okay, FTSE. I was shorting the FTSE a couple of times today. You can see I've got this trend line coming along the top. I think we've got a channel based on the low of the Brexit vote and the post-Brexit highs. That's a very symmetrical channel. Markets love channels, so I've just been shorting any highs to see if we can get a drop. This dropped quite late in the day. I had a couple of drops, one drop after the UK data this morning, and then another drop after the reversal time in the US. And you can see on the Dow, just getting a little bit of a push higher into the close, but we've got 55 minutes left in the Dow, and this is struggling under the weight of this resistance as well. So when you get a situation like this, I've just been shorting highs and just seeing if I can get a runner. So I'm flat going into non-farm payroll. I'm going to pretty much down the side on non-farm payroll and see what we get at least 15 minutes after the data's out and see where we are. But expecting a lot of volatility. We've got the potential to hold here and push into these highs. Look at the 3-hour chart as an intraday chart. Many touches of 18,000 or thereabouts, including one spike higher to 128 pre-Brexit. All moving averages are in our favour, hence the reason why I have just been dipping in and out of shorts on the FTSE. So I'm just backing off for now, and then we'll see what the data wants to give us. Okay, so my only position I'm holding is the Euro US dollar on the short side. Pound is trying to bottom but not having a lot of success. You can see this 925 is key. We're just slightly under that at the moment. Dollar is strong, and this weekly could potentially capitulate all the way down to 124, 125. So any pullback at this stage is to be shorted. Not involved in anything else. I was yesterday I traded the Aussie US up to this resistance and then left it, just focusing on the euro. This one's interesting. This US dollar yen, we're not holding up, so it could just roll over, but this is a massive level from, look at all this support down here in July 14. So if we start closing above 140, then I'll get interested. In the meantime, this is not putting in a reversal pattern. So for a quick look at oil, oil was quite interesting today. I called oil a short here on first week in June, and all we've been doing is testing that trend line since. So we could potentially roll over. We're sitting on a major pivot now. This is the season to get long oil is early part of the year, and then once all the contracts are out for the US drive season, it does tend to drift, and you can see on the daily chart that is very weak. So I think we can come into 45. Obviously not going to jump in front of this at the moment. Alright, gold has been coming off on the back of the strong dollar as well. That's just about a reversal pattern. The new high closed, didn't quite close below today, so I'm neutral gold, but we are certainly seeing some divergence up there. Yeah, while this has been making new highs, the stochastics has been just coming in at the same level. The MACD is, if you look at this level down here, we are seeing a lower high on the histogram, and potentially getting a cross up there on the signal as well. Alright, so gold's pretty tight up there. You can see we're just at the top, poked ahead above the channel, and at the moment we've got the potential for that to get drummed back down again with a strong dollar. Okay, so fairly quiet day on the whole. Just looking to see what non-farm payroll does for us. Oh, the other thing I was talking about in the room this morning was euro pound. This is a major high up here from August 13. Do seem to be losing momentum, but we again no sell signal. So all the time that is up there. I've got an alert set for 86 just to see if I get a sell signal tomorrow, otherwise I'm going to leave it. Okay, I hope that is useful to you and look forward to seeing you in the next update. Thanks guys. Bye.